Well, we know it, don't we? The cost of living has been on the rise amid a number of factors, including the fuel price increase. Our reporters are covering the story for us today. So let's begin in Durban once again with Karinda, Jagmohan. Residents in suburbs that have been affected particularly by the recent floods have been forking out more to rebuild for themselves. Karinda, we know that the pressures are coming at all angles from consumers. It's the recovery from the floods in particular areas. It's the Tongaat water treatment plant and people struggling to get clean water, having to buy their own water. It's as far back as COVID-19, Karinda. It just goes on and on.
It just goes on and on, Michelle. You know, we're still in the community of Tongaat, and what we're seeing now is basically, remember a while ago we came here, the roads and bridges around the community of Sea Tides Tongaat were completely destroyed. The M4 was damaged. There's a sinkhole in the M4 and two bridges are destroyed, not completely, but you can't maneuver over it. And as a result, residents have to go long ways to exit their communities. They're getting more out of their pockets just to pay for petrol. And we're going to maybe try and speak to some of those residents. Let's see. Hi, ma'am. We are live on Channel 405. We're doing a story about the cost of living. Yay. And I know you've had to fork out more money for fuel just to come around this way. If you can tell us, how is the cost of living affecting you, ma'am?
Yeah, it's affecting me so much, ma'am. Now I have to take the kids to school. I have to fast drive around because of the road closure. And then, you know, with all the food cost, everything is just gone up. So it's very difficult. And with a family of 6, it's gone crazy. Yes.
And with regards to the fuel prices, how do you feel about this, especially the wrong route you're taking?
Yeah, it's very bad. I think if they can help us and maybe just the government to come in and give us you know, a good rate, it can be better because you can't be paying 23 rand something for a, 1 liter of petrol. And this is a big car, so it's very difficult.
Ma'am, your name and surname?
Zinhle.
Thank you for speaking to us on Channel 405. There one motorist opening her window for us. Maybe let's see if this gentleman will be able to do an interview. Okay. We are just looking around and speaking to motorists about how the fuel prices have gone up. These motorists have driven long ways to come around this area. They're paying again more, taking out more from their pockets just to try and pay for fuel. Let's just speak to one of the pointsmen here, Nazir Said Africa. We can maybe just get some words for you quickly. You know, we're doing a story about the cost of living that has increased. For you personally as a resident in this community, how has this been affecting you over the past 3 years?
Yeah, I think, honestly speaking, it's affecting everyone's pocket, and I think the flooding and the rioting and COVID hasn't made it easy on anyone. So it has affected everyone personally, and people are starting to become a bit more thrifty. They're watching every rand that they spend, and wherever they could probably just save a little bit, they are saving a little bit. And all these roadworks and the detours after the floods actually not make it easier as well. Especially when you look at the south of us, you've got the Lamercy residents there that got to come all the way down north and then go all the way back down south, so it's costing them an extra 1,000, 2,000 rand a month with all these detours, etc. So it hasn't been easy as well.
Not at all. Thank you very much for speaking to us. So there you're hearing from motorists, from residents in this community about how it just hasn't been an easy couple of years. We are expecting more information from Statistics SA today, speaking about the increase in the cost of living. And this, as you can hear residents saying that they need some help. The price of food has gone up, the price of fuel has gone up, and the past 3 years certainly hasn't made it any easier for citizens on the ground.
Certainly not. Karinda, Jagmohan, thanks as always for giving us that update. And yeah, if you're on the school run this morning and you're in that area, watch out. Karinda might be accosting you to get your sense of the rising cost of living in the country.